morning everyone, it's your girl Jazz. Welcome back to my channel. I know I look a little crazy, but I'm trying out my wig that I got a long time ago. And let's just say don't order don't order stuff off of Facebook because you're gonna get ripped off. Anyways, yeah, so this was supposed to be a lace front. It wasn't. Let's just say it's not so pretty, but we're just gonna go with it because your girl misses her long hair, and I really wish I had long hair. So I'm just gonna pretend. So today I'm gonna talk about my endometriosis story. If y'all want to watch that video that I made about my makeup look that I did on endometriosis awareness, I'll link it down below so y'all can watch it. But let's get right into the story. So I guess I'll start off from when I was younger, and I got my menstrual cycle when I was it was either 11 or 12, but I'm pretty sure it's probably 11. And yeah, you know, it was a miraculous day, you know what I'm saying? Your girl got caught off guard, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a tomboy, so your girl liked to be doing rebel stuff, you know what I'm saying? And this one day I was on the tire swing with my sister and I believe my niece, because we always did stuff together. Shout out to my niece Ariana and my sister Alexis. But yeah, so we would always do stuff together, and then we were just playing on the tire swing, and all of a sudden, like, I felt so sick. Like, my stomach started, like, if I was gonna throw up, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I love, like, swirling on the tire swing. Why do I feel like this? So my stomach just started hurting, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like, let me go to the restroom. Girl, I went to the restroom, and your girl was wearing white pants. I remember this day. I was wearing white pants. And I went to the restroom, and I was like,
bruh, there was girl everywhere.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I called my mom. My mom was like, she wasn't answering because she was like upstairs, and there was a bathroom downstairs. And my sister Jenny came in. She was like, what? And I was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, oh my god, you got your period. And I was like, why are you like excited right now? Like, that is not cool. But yeah, so she like ran and told everybody that I had my period. I was like, great, like, great. So she got me a pad or whatever. And yeah, so that whole day, like, afterwards, I was not feeling it. I was sick, girl. I was nauseous. My head was hurting. My stomach was on motherfucking 20. And I was like, what the hell? Like, if this what it feels like to be a girl, bitch, I don't want it. Take it back. Jesus, take it back. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So, I was just like, that whole day, I think my mom had given me like Tylenol or something like that. And girl, that shit did not work. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse. Like, ugh, it's a bad habit. But yeah, like, that stuff did not work. Why does it look like this? Whatever. But yeah, like, I was like, what the hell? So I was just on a chair, just like bawling, like in a ball with my knees to like my chest. You know how sometimes when you have your period, you're like, you can't take it, so you just get into a little ball, you know what I'm saying, and just lay in your bed. Yeah, I was like that on my couch. I was like, yeah, the whole day was just ruined for me. And when I was younger, my menstrual cycles, like when I first got it, it lasted like 7 or more days, and like they were heavier when I was younger. So like little by little they started like decreasing, you know. And like I felt like the more and more it decreased, the more the pain got stronger. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? But you know, like in my family, girl, we did not really go to the doctor. Well, we did. Let let me not put my mama like out like that, but like we went to the doctor, but it was like, if you're not dying, you can't go to the doctor, you can't go to the hospital. Obviously, like if you feel like you're dying, you better legit be dying, or else your mom's gonna beat your ass, because bitch, you ain't got no money to be going to the hospital. So I just sucked it up, and yeah, all I can remember is having the worst periods in the world. Like, and I always felt like my family always thought that I was exaggerating, which they really did think I was exaggerating. But yeah, anyways, so fast forward to high school, I remember only getting my period maybe for 3 days, but it will only be a little bit. Like my flow was like, how do I say it, like medium, you know what I mean? Like medium to no blood at all, like medium to less, okay, whatever. And I remembered like on my senior year, I only had, I believe, 5 classes. So I'd have, let me see, I think it was 5 or 4 classes. So I'd take 3 classes. Some days I'd take 3 classes in the morning, and then 1 class after lunch, and then I just go home. Or some days where you only had to take, it was like the days were split, like the classes were split, so you'd take like A classes one day, B classes the next, and stuff like that. So I'd have only 2 classes one day, and then after lunch, you know, I didn't have no class, so I get to go home or whatever. And in high school, I remembered I had my friend, hey Jennifer, that was my bestie. We would have our writing class together. I think it was 5th period, I believe. I'm not sure. But yeah, so yeah, we were, no, it wasn't even 5th period, because then that means it wasn't before lunch. I don't remember. Or it might have been, I don't know. But yeah, so like, you know, we'd be in class, and I'll be like, and I would know as soon as I get my period, like maybe an hour or like a few hours before, I'd start cramping really bad, and I'll get like really pale, like white, and I feel like I'm dying, like I just can't. And I'll be like, girl, do you think your mom could take me home, because like I just can't, like I cannot walk. Like it was just so bad, like it was crazy. So thank God to her, because if not, I don't know what I'd do if I had to walk home on my period, because even now I can't even get out of bed. Like it's a no-go. But yeah, anyways, like she would take me home, and it would be so bad that like I wouldn't even stay for lunch. Like sometimes I'd get it like maybe like in the morning, and I'd like, fuck, I can't take this no more. Girl, I would not eat, I would not stay for lunch. My happy little ass will, I'm walking home. Like if nobody could take me, or if I can't really, like I can't hold it, like I can't wait, I'm going home. So yeah, and every time I used to give blood at blood drives, girl, it was a struggle. And especially one day, I remembered I was having my period that day, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad today, you know, like I'm not feeling like I'm dying today, let me just, you know, relax, whatever. So I went to give my blood, and as soon as like I finished, I was like, okay, I'm cool, whatever. And then all of a sudden I started walking, and I was like, bruh, like I felt so dizzy, like I was gonna pass out. And like I was walking out the door, and I was almost like about to, like, you know, go home or whatever. And I remember my friend Michelle, and I don't know if my sister was there, I don't remember who else was there. It was like kind of blurry, but like I had to like step outside, because like I was about to like black out. And I was just sitting, like I was like, no, you know what, I could go, I can go, like I can take it or whatever. And I started walking, and I was like, oh my god, like I can't do this. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, like bitch? I was like gone, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Like I was nauseous. I threw up. Yeah, I remember I threw up. And then they were like, girl, you need me to get the nurse? I was like, bitch, no, don't do that. Like, no, I just want to go home. Like I need to go get my hot pad and just jump in the couch and go to sleep. So I lived with my sister at this time, and yeah, it was so bad. And I went to the nurse, and guess what they said?
Oh, you're fine. You're not dying. Like, you're good.
Like, I'm like, girl, I just blacked out. Like, I can't even walk right now. Like, I was in so much pain, and so they had to wheel me like to the nurse in a wheelchair, and everybody was looking at me like, what the fuck wrong with this bitch? And I was like, please don't look at me. But good thing it was like the end of the school day, so like nobody was really there. But yeah, like, and my friend was like, are you okay? I love Michelle, that's my girl. I was like, bruh, like, I almost died, and these people don't care. Like, they didn't give a fuck. But yeah, so they thought I was exaggerating, whatever. But like, legit, I just died. But fuck me, right? Anyways, so one day, this is another story, I ran home again, and I was like, oh my gosh, the only thing that I think of when I get my period is I need to go home, take a hot shower, because girl, them hot showers make miracles happen only for like 2 seconds. So I was like, I need to get home, take a shower, make me some chamomile tea, get my hot pad, and sit my ass on the couch. So I was going home, right? And in my sister's bathroom, it was like the air wasn't really circulating in the bathroom, so it got really hot in there when you took a shower. So I was like, okay, let me hurry up, because I was getting impatient. Like, you know, like when something hurts so bad, like you can't take it, like you about to black out. Like, girl, I was like, I need to get out the shower. I like hurried up, and I was like, okay. So as soon as I stepped out the shower, I was like, I felt my heart beating so fast, like out of nowhere. I couldn't even breathe, and I was like, okay, you need to relax. You know how like something so hot, like you like, oh my god, like I can't breathe. Yeah, so I was like, whew, let me sit down on this toilet. And so I sat down. Bitch, when I sat down, I like blacked out for like 3 seconds or something. I don't even know how long it was, but I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh my god, I need to get out this bathroom. So I just hurried up, you know. I dried myself, and I wasn't even that dry, girl. I was still wet, and you know how when you put your clothes on top of your wet body, it don't work. Girl, yeah. So I came out the bathroom, and I was like, girl, like I told my sister, or I told my niece, one of them, I was like, girl, I just blacked out in the bathroom. Like, this shit is not cool. Like, something is really wrong with me. And girl, you know what my sister said?
Go sit down.
I was like, bitch, I almost died. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't get it?
Yeah, so I was like, girl, I just blacked out or whatever. And she was like, it's okay, just, you know, go sit down or whatever. So I was laying on her couch with the hot pad, and I was done for. And like they were looking at me, they were like, you good, girl? You look like you in pain. And I'm like,
Ain't this what I've been telling everybody?
like, this shit is killing me, you know what I'm saying? And then my brother-in-law just be like,
You'll be alright. Like, suck it up.
you know what I'm saying? Stop being a little poonanny. So yeah, yeah, pretty much everybody used to think that I was exaggerating. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Yeah, so before I left to the military, that was one thing that I was really scared about. I didn't want to join, and then, you know, like, I couldn't even walk, girl. I couldn't get up. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, it was really bad. But, like, I sucked it up because, like, I don't know. I feel like you can't, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, like, you don't want to be that person that, like, people think, like, oh, you just, like, you stupid. Like, everybody got that.
You know, like, everybody's period cramps hurt and stuff like that, and then
People look at you like you crazy or whatever. Like, I was like, you know, whatever, like, just whatever, you know. I just convinced myself that I was just being crazy or whatever. But I legit would tell my family, how can you make a period stop, you know? Like, I was young. I was like, when I first got my period, I would say, you know, like, how can you make your period go away? My sister Vanessa was like, or I think it was Vanessa or Wendy, I don't remember. I think she had visited us in Houston, and I was like, girl, we were at my sister's house, and I was like, how can you make your period stop? She's like,
if you get pregnant.
I was like,
bitch, I can't have no kids right now. Like, I'm only 12. Like, what the fuck?
and yeah, I was like, shit. I was like, just take all my blood out my body, like, please, because like right now I just can't take this no more. Like, I just can't. And yeah, so before I joined the military, that was one thing I was really scared about, because like they control your life, like everything about you they control, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no motherfucking like say on what you can do. Like, you can't be like, oh, I gotta go home, like I don't feel good, you know, or I can't come to work, bitch, I don't feel good. Wrong, think again. Okay, so yeah. And while I was in basic training, I would get so nauseous. Like, when I say nauseous, like every single morning I'd throw up. Like, before PT, like when we first wake up, when like they turn the lights on until everybody gets the fuck up. Yeah, so I'd get up, put my, well, we already had our PTs on, but I would like brush my teeth, wash my face, whatever, and I just get so sick and I throw up. And then, you know, we go downstairs for formation, and while I was walking to like the PT area, I would throw up. Like, I would like fall behind because I couldn't take it. I need to throw up. And my drill sergeant Basero, shout out to you, you know what I'm saying, best drill sergeant ever. But anyways, yeah, like I'd like be throwing up, and he like,
You okay?
and I'd be like, yeah, like, don't smoke me, please. And then he was like, is there something you need to tell us? I was like, bitch, I'm gay. All right. Like, at this time, like, I was dating a girl. I was like, I am not pregnant, first of all. And they're like, are you sure there's something that we don't need to know? Like, do you need to tell us something? And I'm like,
No.
so they'll be like, okay, whatever. So yeah, I would like throw up all the time. And then, sorry, I scared myself because I hurt my shirt. But yeah, so, another thing was, when I was in basic training, I would have to use the number 2. Yeah, the number 2. Every single time. Every morning. Every time we ate. Like, right as soon as we ate, I had to take the biggest ever. And, like, I would tell my drill sergeant, like, drill sergeant, can I use the restroom or whatever? And he'll be like, yeah, hurry up. So then a few minutes later, I'll be like, I gotta go to the restroom again. And he's like, damn, what the fuck? So this happened like the whole time I was in basic training. And then he'd tell me, and I'd say drill sergeant, whatever. And he'll be like,
What? You gotta take a shit?
and I'll be like,
Yeah.
he'd be like, all right then, go ahead, shitty. Damn, he be taking so much shits and shit like that. Like, I was like, please don't put me out like that in front of the whole platoon. Like, please, you just making me feel so, like, shitty. So, yeah, he would always call me shitty. And I would have to shit so much. Like, it was so crazy. And even before that, like, I would always wake up with my stomach just in cramps because I have to use the restroom. And in the military, I would go to TMC. That would say, oh, we'll just give you some Motrin, or you can buy some over the counter, bitch, ibuprofen, or like, what else was it? I think it was just Motrin, ibuprofen, and like Tylenol, stuff like that. And they'll tell you, oh, you could just buy them at the store. Like, that was it. And I kept going. I was like, yo, there's something wrong with me. And I went, and one day they told me I had irritable bowel syndrome, which is like your bowel movements hurt, and like you have to use the restroom all the time, which I have that, but I'm pretty sure like it's because of my endometriosis and not because I have irritable bowel syndrome. Some people get those two mistaken. So like, let's say you have endometriosis, they'll tell you you have irritable bowel syndrome because it's kind of like the same symptoms, you know what I'm saying? So going into the symptoms of endometriosis, I have a lot of pelvic pain. I have a lot of back pain, like lower back pain every single day. My ovaries, legit, they hurt. Like, sometimes I just, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I cannot get up and do stuff because I'm like so like, because I'm so like I'm hurting, but I gotta force myself to get up. That's another thing. Nauseous. You get nauseous. You throw up. I know this is like my symptoms. I'm gonna like just tell y'all my symptoms. If y'all want to see like all the symptoms, y'all can go to like Google and search it up or whatever. But yeah, I like use the restroom like at least, not even gonna lie, 6 times a day. Like, yeah, I use the restroom like 6 times a day, and it's not just poop. Like, it's like, girl, yeah, this is probably TMI or like ill, but I mean it's natural, so whatever. But yeah, like I use the number 2 a lot. Like, either I'm constipated to where like my stomach is like tearing me apart because I can't use the restroom, or it's tearing me apart because I just have to let it all out. Yeah, my husband's like, damn girl, you took too many shits. I'm like, yeah, I know. But yeah, so that's another one. What else? I'm trying to think of what else because I don't want to forget anything. But another big thing is you have really hard time conceiving, which has been a struggle for me for like maybe the past 2 years, and it really sucks. Something else is pain while having intercourse. I know if my mom is watching this, or like my sisters or something, like, sorry. But yeah, it really hurts when you know, do it. So that's another sign. If you guys, like, it shouldn't hurt when you do it. I know I told my doctor this, and she was like, and I was like, well, I don't know if it's normal or not. She's like, let me stop it right there, because that shouldn't be normal to you. If it is, then something is wrong, you know. And I was, so yeah, that was another thing for me. And I was like, yeah, I can't get up when I'm on my period. Like, I can't go nowhere, like, if I'm out, which was an example of something that has happened to me a lot of times. Me and my husband are out, or like, you know, obviously in school. One day I had to go to my VA appointment, and I felt my menstrual cycle come on real quick. As soon as I left the appointment, I was like, yo, like, I don't feel good. Like, I felt like really, really anxious. Like, when I'm on my period, my anxiety goes up the roof. Like, I'm anxious anyways, but like, I know when my period's coming because I get extremely anxious and I get really irritated. And yeah, it's not fun because obviously you're with your significant other, and that obviously affects them, which has happened to me. If you're married, or if you have a boyfriend or something like that, or a girlfriend, like, that shit just fucks you up. I don't know what else I'm missing, but if you guys want to know anything else, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I found out because obviously I didn't give up, you know, and that's one thing that everybody out there, if you think something is wrong with you, I'm not saying like, girl, go ahead and do all the tests and stuff like that, but if you really do feel and you believe in your heart that something is wrong with you, you need to pursue that feeling, because if I didn't, I would drive myself crazy not knowing, you know, that I did have something, and people telling me I'm over exaggerating and I'm just like, I'm being weak or something. And it's like, I'm actually a pretty strong person. I could take pain, and it's crazy because I can take my menstrual cycle pain, but it gets to the point where I'm going insane, and that's how I know that that is not normal, because I can take pain and my period just kills me. But yeah, so I found out on November 10th, that's when I had my surgery, that they did find stuff in there, and that they found a cyst, and they were gonna take it to be biopsied or whatever to find out if it was what is it called, benign or cancerous or something like that. Good thing it wasn't cancerous, and they just took it out, and they took as whatever they found of endometriosis inside out. So I was really grateful for that. And like, when I woke up out of anesthesia, I was like, did you find anything? Did you find a girl? I was like, I was dying to know. And she was like, yeah, we found some stuff. And I feel like she was probably like awkward because I started like kind of crying. But you know, when you're under anesthesia and you come up, it's like, girl, your mouth is dry, like you can barely talk. and my voice was raspy for like, I feel like it like cleared up maybe this month, the beginning of this month, which is January, and I had my surgery November 10th. Girl, my voice was raspy this whole time. I sounded like a man, but yeah, and she was just like, and she went to go tell my husband that he was waiting for me. She was like, yeah, she's crying, and yeah, she's up or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? So like my tears weren't really coming out. I think they were like dry. They were like stuck right there or whatever. And she was just like, whatever. So she was like, yeah, they're gonna take it to get tested. And I was like, okay, as long as I know that there was something in there, you know, I'm good. But then it kind of fucked me up. But anyways, on November 21st, I went in for my follow-up appointment, and she did say the results came back as endometriosis. So she gave me these pills called clomiphene. I think it's 250 milligrams or 25 milligrams. I'm pretty sure it's 250 milligrams. But I take that, and let me just tell you,
Girl, that does not work.
like, I need a miracle, because Jesus, you need to help me, because I can't. But yeah, so she gave me medication, doesn't really help. And right now I'm just figuring out ways to try and make myself feel better, because I'm so done with trying to get medication and trying to like fix something that's not fixable, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the other video that I made, it's pretty much an illness that will never kill you. It's like, it feels like you're dying, but you're never gonna die. Like, it's not gonna kill you. Something that is uncurable, something that doesn't go away, and it's just like no one can really help you, because they tell you either you have kids and it'll be like the endometriosis will pause for 9 months or however long you have a baby, and then once you give birth, it's obviously gonna, like, the pain is gonna come back. And sometimes it's hard, I'm pretty sure it's hard to have a child when you have endometriosis like me. It's really hard for me to get pregnant. I don't even know if I can, but you know, I'm just keeping my, I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know how to say it, like, I'm just trying not to lose hope. But yeah, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, it's hard, to be honest. Like, it's hard to tell yourself that it's gonna be okay. And I'm not trying to cry in this video, but you know, I'm trying to like keep myself, you know. But it's hard to tell yourself it's gonna be okay, and it's hard for your husband to tell you or believe him that when he says it's gonna be okay, because they don't know what it feels like to go through something. They don't know what it feels like to be a woman and be told that you might not even be able to have children. And it's pretty difficult to even try to talk to your husband or significant other, because, or anyone for that matter. I really don't talk to anybody about this, except for my sister Alexis. She is my rock whenever I'm going through something and I just need to call her and just let it out. Yeah, and it's not good to keep it to yourself, because you're just gonna keep bottling it up inside, and it's just gonna keep eating at you until you explode, and then it's gonna make everything so much worse, because you're going to hurt people in the process of you not, you know, being open about it and talking to someone about it. So if you're someone that has depression, that has anxiety, that is going through an illness, you need to talk to someone, talk to a therapist, write it, make a video about it, talk to a close friend. That really helps. I know I'm being like hypocritical, because like I really like to keep it inside. I don't want anyone to feel the pain that I feel, especially my husband. I don't want him to know what I'm going through. I don't want him to get sad or anything like that, but he's really supportive, and it kind of sucks because I just want him to cry with me and, like, you know, I don't know, just let it out, tell me like it's gonna be okay, but I can let it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like, no, stay strong, like, it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it. But you know, that there's so much that someone can tell you, and it's just like they don't know the feeling unless they're the ones going through it. So if you're someone out there that is going through something like this, please don't keep it to yourself. Let somebody know if you feel something is wrong with you in your heart and you want to know what it is. You need to keep reaching out to doctors and getting tests and tell them your symptoms. Don't just go to one doctor, go to 2 doctors, go to 3, go to how many you need to, so someone can listen to you, because it's crazy how there's so many doctors out there and not many know about endometriosis, and not many of them actually listen to you. So you need to find someone. Good thing I found my doctor. I don't want to say her name, but thank God to her, she actually listened to something that I had to say. So I thank her for that, and I thank my husband and my family for being here for me at this time, and my friends. Well, I only have like 2 friends, Sophia and Ida, but yeah, I thank them so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me that they've been here to hear me out. Yeah. If there's some other stuff that you want to know, just let me know in the comments below. I know this video is a little bit long right now, and I wasn't trying to, so I might just do a part 2. If you guys have specific questions that you want to ask me, let me know, and I'll be happy to make another video. If you want to ask me questions about depression, anxiety, anything like that, y'all let me know, and I will gladly make a video for you guys, because this is very therapeutic for me. So I really love doing this. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out my endometriosis yellow ribbon makeup look that I did. I'll put the description or the link in the description box below. Make sure you like this video, leave me comments, let me know what else you want me to make videos about, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe, and I'm very grateful for you guys that watch my videos and support me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.